Hello students, very warm welcome to all of you in this small video of 5 golden questions in physics and that too JEE Advanced 2020. So, the exam is hoped to take place in the month of May 2020 and it is mentioned as one. So, we will keep on posting these type of videos for your information and your to support your preparation. In the month of January, first you will have to face your this JEE mains exam. Again you will get one opportunity in the month of April. So, on the basis of the you can say best of these two, you will get the chance to appear in JEE Advanced, provided you are in the you can say number of like 2.2 lakhs or so. So, best of luck in advance to all of you that you are going to score this much score in your JEE main that you are going to qualify for your JEE Advanced exam. Now, JEE Advanced exam is really a very different and slightly difficult exam. When I cleared my exam and I joined IIT Delhi, at that point of time it was 2002-3, it was not that way. Now, it is totally different way of conducting this exam, 1 day, 3 hour, 2 papers and so on and so forth. And main important aspect of this exam is various types of questions, maybe one option correct, maybe more than one option correct, integer type, short answer, you can say matrix match and what not. So, that is why we decided we will keep on posting different videos, and in this small video I tried my best to pick up different segments. Fine, one question from one segment, another from that segment and like that. My suggestion on the basis of my own preparation and interaction with the students and the experience of teaching in last so many years, there are 3-4 branches. In those branches you should feel comfortable, like by preparation obviously, mechanics, thermodynamics, electromagnetism. If these 4 branches are in your grip properly, there is a very good probability that you can get any of the IIT campus. Fine. So, once again best of luck from www.misostudy.com. Let us start this discussion. The first question is from your topic rotational motion. This is considered as one of the difficult topic, while it is more practical and interesting topic. Fine. In this particular question and explanation, I will use a small you can say explanation. I will not devote lot of time, but just to give you the feel that this rotational motion, rotation, center of mass, these topics are really important. What is the question? And that too only one correct choice. A disc placed on a rough horizontal surface has initially velocity v0 as shown. Disc comes to rest after moving certain distance, then you have to find the ratio v0 upon r omega naught. R is this radius. Fine. Now, rough. So, rough means friction is there and you have to use 2 simple formulae, that is u plus at omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha t, these type of results. Fine. And then you can get the solution. So, by starting this approach, I am writing few steps. I hope you will understand it. First step, mu mgr. See, each and every step of this solution, the you can say fragrance of this question, that is not possible to discuss in such small video, but keep on visiting our site, definitely you will get lot of you can say explanations. So, mu mgr is equal to mr square alpha by 2, directly I am writing one relation. Fine. And from here alpha is equal to twice mu g by r, no problem. Alpha is equal to twice mu g by r. After that, I will use those results which I mentioned over here. Fine. I starting in the starting of this problem I mentioned. So, from here I can say T is equal to V naught upon mu g, that I will get, and T is equal to omega naught R upon twice mu G. Fine. So, these two values, and once omega this V naught upon R omega naught, when I will solve it, I will get the result as 1 by 2. Fine. And options, because the question was long, so your options are placed on the next page. Fine. And by that way you can get the solution as number 2. So, let us check the options given over here, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 2 and 1. So, A is the correct option. I request you please take a look of this and the solutions I mentioned. Fine. So, this was one question. Obviously, I can say a lot about this topic, and this topic is really one of the very important topic for your this JEE Advanced exam at least. Next question I picked from next category of question, that is more than one correct option may possible. So, let us try to understand the problem first. There are two blocks, fine, placed on a smooth surface. As such it is not mentioned, that is why. Now, the ideal string is attaching block M and block 2M with each other, and string is slacked initially. Initially it was like the block is attached, and the string is slacked. After that, block 2M is projected with velocity V in this direction along this surface. It is not moving away from the surface. So, out of these given 1, 2 and 3, 4, these 4 options, out of these 4 options, which options are correct, is correct or correct? Let us start checking. So, first is V initial of center of mass of this system is 2 by 3 V. Let me allow to check it. So, V initial is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 upon M1 plus M2. Simple. So, M1 is what? With the velocity which is moving 2mv. I hope it is clear, plus 0 because initially that block is not moving, m plus 2m. So, it is what? It is 2 by 3 mm cancelled V. Okay. So, option A is correct option. Fine. Because we have to find out all correct options, so we have to check it. Now, second option, speed of center of mass remains same after string get taut. Fine. When it will start moving, so a time will come the string is going to be tensed. Now, speed of center of mass will not change. Is it a correct statement? We will try to find out. As such, no external force is acting. So, no external force is acting means the center of mass velocity will remain same. Fine. So, this option B is also correct, no external force. Take a look. After that, impulse on block M will increase its momentum. It is clear, as it will keep on moving. So, this block is moving in this direction, net force acting. So, obviously, impulse will increase its momentum. So, this C is also correct option. Impulse on block 2M will reduce its momentum. Obviously, it is in the opposite direction. So, it will reduce. So, ultimately what I can say, A correct, B correct, C correct, D correct. One important aspect which I want to mention over here. Actually, you will get full marks only when you mark all correct options. Moment you will mark any incorrect option, you will lose marks. So, say for example, in these out of 4, here all 4 are correct, you only say you marked A is correct, B is correct, and you not said anything about C and D. So, you will not get full marks, you will get some less marks. So, in JEE Advanced, scoring is slightly difficult. Unless and until you are 200% sure answering perfectly, you will not get the marks, and no marks means no admission in any JEE IIT campus. So, please be specific about that. Question number 3 I placed in a category that is integer answer type. Well students, this is optics, and in your course there are two segments of optics. One is your ray optics and another is wave optics. From wave optics, one YDSC experiment, Young's double slit experiment, that is very important. Obviously in some other videos we will discuss that. So, right now just come on for this particular question. After solving this question, you will get a number. Fine. For prism spectrum, angular dispersion is given as phi is equal to d delta upon d lambda. Prism is small, delta is equal to this much for small prism, we know that, and mu is equal to this relation. This is very important, well known, simple relation. Class 10th onwards we are studying this relation, where A naught is prism angle, that is this. If phi is directly proportional to 1 upon lambda to the power n, the value of n is how much? Fine. A small amount of differentiation is required. First, please read the question carefully, because I will use this space. So, some portion may be not visible for the time being to you. Okay? So, let us start the discussion of this particular question. So, phi is equal to this delta lambda, delta upon this delta and mu into d mu upon d lambda. I hope it is not difficult for you. We not did anything, but d mu is like that, we multiplied. So, from here we can say prism angle. Fine. So, this is the next step. Also upon d lambda is equal to minus 2b upon lambda cube from this relation. Okay, that is why we use this relation. So, from here if it is like this, then please allow me to put the values together. Okay. How we can put the values together? That is phi is equal to minus 2b, sorry, not beta, b a naught. Fine, replacing the values upon lambda cube. So, replace the values, phi is directly proportional to, so it is n is equal to 3. Fine, it is a computer based test, fully computer based test. So, you have to mention this number in the box given using your keyboard. Okay. So, the question was anyway not a difficult one, but yes, up to some extent you can say you have to use some trick to make it short. For JEE Advanced exam, one very beautiful aspect is, even if you are not able to solve the complete paper, do not worry. You have to score in such a way that you should not lose even a single mark. Fine. Then question number 4. Now, there are various questions asked in both the paper 1, paper 2 based upon a paragraph passage. So, what I did, I picked 2 questions, very simple question, passage based. What exactly the passage is saying? Less words, more diagram. These are concentric spherical shell. Shell A radius r, shell B radius 2r, shell C radius 4r. Fine. Shell A and C are uncharged initially, no charge on it, no charge on it. Shell B given charge Q naught, and initially this shell B is given charge Q naught. Fine. This is a piece of information which is given to you. Okay. Now, what are the questions 4 and 5? For that we have to move. My request to all of you, either remember this statement or time to time I will show back. Fine. Now, question number 4 is what? If A and C are connected to earth, charge flow from earth to A and C is how much? Now, what is the idea? Idea is, when you provide the charge to this shell, some charging will take place for A and C, and when you will earth this A and C, accordingly electron flow will take place. So, you have to find out that value. See the depth of this question. Charge redistribution, initial chapters of your class 12th, and these type of questions are given. So, we have to use that method. Quickly, I am just providing you the solution. So, out of these 4 options, which are the correct option? Now, students, moment you will connect A and C to the ground, so what will happen? After earthing, the potential of A and C is going to be 0, fine. So, VA is equal to, it is finally 0, fine. So, VA is equal to 0. It means what I can say? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon R. Q1 means charge on A plus Q2 upon, no, not Q2, it should be Q naught, because on B the charge is, yes, Q naught, yes. So, it is what? It is Q naught upon 2R, and then which one is Q2, Q1, Q2, yes, Q2 upon 4R, equation number 1. Similarly, VC is equal to 0, fine. So, when VC is equal to 0, again you have to write down 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, take out common, Q1 plus Q2, I think I should write it, yeah, that is also applicable, Q1 plus Q2 plus Q naught, no problem for that particular thing, and 4R. This is equation number 2. So, from equation number 1 and 2, after solving, you will get Q1 is equal to minus Q naught by 3 and Q2 is equal to minus 2 Q naught by 3. So, minus Q naught by 3 and minus 2 Q naught by 3. So, B is the correct option. So, as such, concept is simple. Calculation is slightly long, may possible, but it is JEE Advanced exam, so obviously some long calculations are associated. Then comes question number 5. If A and C are disconnected, now the same question, please, like this. Now, no earthing, fine, disconnected with earth, and B is connected to earth, then charge on B. Now, if B is connected to earth, it means potential of B is 0, fine. So, what I should write down over here, that is VB is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 upon 2R, fine, plus Q naught upon, it should be R, it should not be 2R, upon 2R plus Q2 upon 4R, fine. And this much should be equal to Q naught upon 24 pi epsilon naught R. This is the actual, you can say, value of potential on this is shell B when it is not earthed. Actually, this is something which I should write down over here, but just to save the camera space, I am writing it over here. Now, after earthing, when B shell is connected to earth, then what will happen, you know? This is going to be 0, fine. And when you put the value of 0 over here and solve it, so then you will get it as Q3 is equal to, what is Q3? Because it is going to be the new charge, fine. Q1 on A, Q2 on B, C, and Q3 on B, new charge, fine. So, it is 2 by 3 Q naught. Obviously, I jumped few steps just to make the video short. Otherwise, I will have to write down 2-3 more steps, that is simple calculation. So, main idea is earthing means net potential 0, and accordingly the flow of the charge distribution, because some charge is given on one spherical shell, and accordingly redistribution will take place. Fine. So, students, it was a small video of 5 questions remaining regarding your this JEE Advanced exam. From our side, best of luck. Keep preparing well, keep revising well. Best of luck once again.